So you want to boost your business visibility, huh?
Well, who doesn't?
And you're ready to get down to, like, the nitty-gritty.
The nuts and bolts.
Yeah.
The brass tacks.
Yeah. That's why you shared excerpts from Dottie Scott's Your Amazing Itty Bitty Visibility book.
Love that book.
Right.
So good.
So we're going to do a deep dive into this marketing manual, really pull out the stuff that you can actually use.
The actionable stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. Because, let's face it, nobody's got time for the fluff anymore, right?
Yeah.
You need to know what to do
Exactly.
to get results.
And Scott, she does not mess around.
Yep.
One of the things that I thought was so interesting right off the bat was how she positions your website as, like, the core of it all.
Yeah, the heart. Yeah. It's not just an online business card anymore.
It's your home base.
It's like your command central.
It's so true. Because think about it.
Yeah.
In today's world, you can't just exist online.
Right.
You have to be findable.
Yes.
And your website is that central hub. Okay, so that makes sense, but, like, how does that actually work?
Okay, so think of it like this.
Yeah.
Your website is the hub, right?
Okay.
And everything else.
Oh.
All your social media, your email lists, your online directories, all that.
Yeah.
Those are the spokes.
Okay.
And they all lead back to the hub.
So it's kind of like all roads lead back to Rome, and Rome is your website.
100%. And the more those roads you build,
Yes.
there's different ways for people to find you online.
Yes.
The more chances you have to connect with those potential customers.
Right.
And bring them back to that central location where they can,
take the next step.
Yeah, learn more about you, what you do.
Exactly.
And hopefully become a customer.
It's all about making it as easy as possible for them to do business with you, which I think is so smart.
Yeah, eliminate the friction points.
No, I love how Scott actually talks about turning your website into like a sales machine.
Yes.
Not just an information hub.
Not just a brochure. This is where the magic happens.
Okay, so give me an example of that.
Okay. So she talks about having your service packages
Okay.
like clearly laid out on your website,
Yeah.
right? And even get this
Yeah.
payment buttons
Oh, I love that.
right there.
That's so smart.
So they don't even have to email you to be like, how much does this cost?
It's all right there.
It's all right there. They know exactly what you're getting,
Yeah.
how much it costs.
And that's huge for a lot of people.
Huge. And it saves you so much time,
Oh, 100%.
No more back and forth.
Yeah.
Just to get to the point where they're like, okay, well, I need to think about it.
You've already weeded them out.
Exactly.
Right.
So you can focus on those people who are ready to go.
I love that because then it leads perfectly into what she talks about with lead magnets
Oh, so important.
and email marketing, which feels very much in line with this whole like hub and spoke model.
It's all connected. It's all part of this beautiful ecosystem you're building online.
Okay.
So think of lead magnets, like, those free samples you get at the grocery store.
Yes. I love those.
Right. Who doesn't love a free sample?
Exactly.
So it's like a little taste of your expertise.
Okay.
That leaves people wanting more.
Okay. I like that.
Right. So it could be a free download, like a PDF with helpful tips, maybe a recording of a past webinar you did.
Yeah.
Anything that provides genuine value to your ideal client.
Right.
In exchange for their email address.
And she gave some really good examples, too.
Oh, yeah, she did.
In the book.
Yeah. What were some of your favorites?
She talked about a PDF download, which, classic.
Classic, easy.
Yeah.
Everybody likes a PDF.
Evergreen, a webinar, I thought was a really good one.
Ooh, smart.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, you create it once.
Yeah, it just lives on your website.
Exactly. Set it and forget it.
And then a video series.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah.
I like that.
And I thought those were really good because it's like, it's showing your expertise.
Exactly.
While also growing your email list at the same time.
Because that email list, my friend, is gold.
It is
pure gold. Because you know what? These are people who have said,
they want to hear from you.
Yes, I'm interested.
Right.
I want to know more about what you have to offer. So you're not just randomly shouting into the void here.
Exactly.
You've got a captive audience.
But I think a lot of people fall into the trap of, if I build a beautiful website, they will come.
If only it were that easy.
Right. Right. But it takes more.
It takes a little more strategy than that.
It does. It does. Yeah.
You've got to be intentional.
So how do we do that?
Well, that, my friend, is where SEO comes in.
Oh.
Search engine optimization.
Right. Right. And I think a lot of people, myself included, have always been kind of intimidated by SEO.
It sounds scary.
It does. It sounds like algorithms and keywords and...
Black magic?
Yeah, I don't understand it.
Right. But you know what? It doesn't have to be that complicated.
Okay.
And Dottie does a really good job of breaking it down
She does.
into bite-sized pieces
She did.
that anyone can implement.
Okay.
Whether you're a tech whiz or, you can barely turn your computer on.
So it's not just about, like, stuffing keywords onto your website?
No.
Okay.
It's so much more than that.
Okay.
It's about, like, thinking about how people are actually searching for the information you provide,
Right.
the words they're using,
Okay.
the questions they're asking,
Right.
and then making sure that your website shows up in those search results.
Okay, so it's more about, like, providing value and answering those questions.
Exactly. It's about being helpful,
Okay.
providing valuable content that people actually want to read,
Got it.
and then making sure that Google can find it and understand what it's about.
Okay, and so how do we make sure that Google can find it? What do we do?
Well, that's where things like keywords come in.
Okay.
But it's not just about, like, stuffing them in there. It's about using them naturally
Okay.
in a way that makes sense for your content.
Got it.
And then, thinking about things like backlinks,
Okay.
which are basically like votes of confidence from other websites.
Okay, so the more websites that link back to mine, the better.
Exactly. Because it tells Google, hey, this website's legit.
Okay.
People trust it. They're linking to it. So we should probably rank it higher in the search results.
Got it. Okay.
So it's all connected.
Right.
It's like this big web, and you want to be at the center of it
Okay.
with all these different threads leading back to your amazing website.
So it's kind of like everything we do online is like building up our website's reputation.
Exactly. You're building credibility. You're building authority.
Okay.
And Google sees that.
Okay.
And they reward you for it.
Okay. Got it.
So yeah, it's not just about the website itself.
Right.
It's about everything you do online.
It's about the whole ecosystem.
The whole shebang.
The whole shebang. Yeah, I love that.
Right.
I know.
It's all connected.
It is, yeah.
And one statistic from the book really blew my mind.
Okay, hit me.
Did you know that videos are expected to be like 87% of all internet content
87%.
by the end of this year?
Get out of town.
I know.
That is crazy.
It's wild. Right. So that tells you something.
It tells you that video is important.
Video is king, queen, royalty, all of it.
No wonder Scott dedicates a whole chapter to video marketing.
Right. She knows what's up.
Right. Clearly not just a nice to have anymore.
No.
It's a must have.
It's essential.
It's essential, yeah.
If you're not using video, you are missing out.
Okay, so I need to get on that.
Yes, you do. Get on that video train.
All right.
It's going places.
Okay, so we talked about the website being the hub. Lead magnets.
Lead magnets.
Video. SEO.
SEO.
What else? Let's do it. I'm ready. So we've been talking about all these online strategies.
Right.
But it made me realize something.
What's that?
We can get so caught up in the digital world
It's easy to do.
that we forget about, like,
Real life.
like actually talking to people,
Perfect.
putting ourselves out there in the real world.
It's scary out there.
It is. But Scott, she talks about the importance of speaking opportunities.
Oh, it's so important.
And it reminded me that visibility isn't just about having a pretty website or a million Instagram followers.
It's about showing up.
Yeah, it's about making those connections.
Putting yourself out there.
Yeah.
And, I think sometimes
Yeah.
in this digital world,
Right.
those in-person connections,
Yeah.
they're even more valuable.
They are.
Because they're rare.
Right.
People aren't used to it anymore.
Yeah, they're not.
So when you do show up
Right.
and you're present and you're engaging,
Yeah.
it makes an impact.
It really does. It really does.
Yeah.
Okay, so give me an example.
Okay, so when people think speaking opportunity,
Yeah.
they think like big conference.
Huge.
Yeah, TED Talk, something like that.
Right.
But it doesn't have to be that intimidating.
Okay.
It could be as simple as like speaking at a networking event.
Right.
Or leading a workshop for your local chamber of commerce.
Right.
Or even doing a webinar.
Right.
Something online.
Right. And those feel a lot less scary
Way less scary.
than like a TED Talk.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
So much less pressure.
Right.
But you still get the benefit
Of being seen.
sharing your expertise,
Yeah.
connecting with people.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Yeah.
Start small.
Start small, dip your toes in the water.
Okay.
You don't have to dive in head first.
And the other thing I liked about what she said was record it.
Oh, yeah.
Record it, and then you have content.
Repurpose that concept.
Yeah. Repurpose, yes.
Turn that one speaking engagement
Right.
into multiple pieces of content.
Yeah.
You can share it on your website, social media, YouTube, all of it.
Yeah, I love
It's like, get the most bang for your buck.
Exactly. Work smarter, not harder.
That's it.
Right. Okay, so we're talking about reaching a wider audience.
Yes.
Which leads me to podcasting.
Ooh, my favorite.
Which I know you are a little bit obsessed with.
Maybe a lot,
Okay.
but for good reason.
Okay, why? Why is podcasting so powerful?
Okay, so have you ever listened to a podcast?
Maybe.
Okay, so when you're listening to a podcast, it's like the person is talking directly to you.
Right.
It's so intimate.
Right.
And it builds a connection that's really hard to replicate through like a social media post or even a video.
Right. It feels more personal.
Way more personal because it's like they're right there in your ears.
Yeah, they're like your friend.
Yeah. Like you're on a walk together.
Exactly.
And you're just having a chat.
It's like we're doing right now. Exactly.
Except, with microphones.
Right, exactly.
But it's that same kind of vibe.
Right, okay.
And so when you're listening to someone's podcast and they're sharing their expertise, you're like, oh, this person knows their stuff.
Right.
I trust them.
Yeah.
I like them.
And I want to work with them.
Exactly.
Right.
Because you feel like you know them.
You feel like you have a relationship with them.
Yeah. Even though you've never actually met them in person.
Exactly.
It's amazing.
It is amazing.
It's the power of podcasting.
Okay, but it's not just about having your own podcast, right?
No. Don't forget about being a guest on other people's podcasts.
Oh, that's right.
Because that's where you can really leverage other people's audiences.
Okay, yeah, that's smart.
Right.
Yeah.
So find podcasts in your niche that your ideal clients are listening to. And reach out to those podcasters.
And be like, hey, can I be on your show?
Hey.
Yeah.
I have some great stuff to share.
Yeah.
I can talk about this, this, and this. They're going to be like, yes, come on the show. Tell my audience all about it.
That's so smart because you're tapping into an audience that already exists.
Exactly. They've already done the hard work of building that audience.
They've already nurtured that relationship.
You just get to swoop in.
And benefit.
And benefit. Right.
It's brilliant.
That's amazing. Okay.
It's so good.
So we've got websites, lead magnets, video, SEO, speaking engagements, podcasting.
Okay, so is there one big aha moment for you?
Ooh, that's a good question. Okay, so the thing that really stuck with me is that visibility, it's not a destination.
Okay.
It's a journey.
It's not like you check it off your list and you're done.
No, it's ongoing.
Right.
It's constantly evolving.
Like everything else in the world.
Exactly. The online world is changing every single day.
Constantly.
New platforms, new algorithms, new everything.
New trends,
So you got to be willing to adapt.
Okay.
You got to be willing to learn and grow.
Be flexible,
Exactly. Be a chameleon.
Ooh, I like that.
Blend in, stand out, do it all.
Okay, so embrace the journey, be flexible.
Yes. And don't be afraid to experiment.
Okay.
Try new things, see what works.
See what sticks.
Exactly. Because what works for one person might not work for another.
Totally, yeah.
So find your own groove.
Okay.
Find your own voice.
Your own secret sauce.
Yes, your secret marketing sauce.
I like that.
And don't be afraid to. Put yourself out there.
Yes.
Even if it feels a little bit scary.
Get uncomfortable.
Yes. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable.
I love it.
Because that's where the magic happens.
That's where the growth is.
100%.
Amazing.
If people want to learn more about, how to boost their business's visibility, where should they go?
Well, first of all, go pick up Dottie Scott's book.
Yes. Your amazing itty-bitty visibility book.
So good.
It's so good.
Read it, highlight it, take notes.
Do all the things.
Implement. Take action.
Take action, yes.
If knowledge without action is just,
Some words on a page.
Exactly. So take action.